What up, athletes? Welcome back to my channel. We are back at Ogle. That's the entrance to Ogle Airport Road. We're at the intersection of the East Coast Highway and Ogle Airport Road. That's looking south into Ogle Airport. So this is the new bypass road, new East Coast bypass road. That's the East Coast road looking west towards Georgetown. And this is the East Coast road looking east. It seems as if since the last time we've been here, they started resurfacing the East Coast road. So they've added a surface to the East Coast road. These guys are actually racing down the road with some diplomats, perhaps, or some Guyanese dignitaries heading for Parliament. But what we want to do today is to take a look at the development here at Ogle Airport Road, and see what has happened since the last time we were here. So the last time we were here, they had not yet fully resurfaced the east half of this road, but they had resurfaced the west half. They hadn't finished working on the median, but it seems now as if they have completed work on the median, and they have added a smooth surface to this eastern half of the road. East side of this road is good for Wacton, and on the west side, that is Ogle. And the road runs down the middle of this border between Ogle and Good for Wacton. They have also started paving the median. So these guys have started adding paving stones to the median, which is now standard practice in Guyana. So they're paving over these medians with paving stones. And they've added those are the workmen showing up for construction work here, Ogle. As usual, this building is still waiting to be refurbished. But this one, Ogle Town Homes, that one has been completely constructed. I will find out over time what the cost to rent a unit there is, probably in the next video. But this is the state of things. They have completed construction of the median. They seem to have painted the curbs with this black and white stripes. I have no idea why they use black and white stripes as opposed to some other color, maybe a reflective yellow. But it seems to be a third world thing. You don't really see this in North America and Europe. You do see it in Africa, the color scheme for traffic. Black and white is only seen on the zebra crossings, where they put zebra stripes on the curbs, which is a new thing because Guyana has not had curbs before. That's a plane taking off from Ogle Airport. Yeah, this is what is happening. Now, this section of the highway goes from the East Coast Road these guys are showing up for work. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Last time we were here, this house was under construction. these guys are paving another median that separates the service road. So there's a service road on the other side, which is kind of new to of the northbound lanes is a service road. Don't know what this is. Some kind of trestle. But yes, these guys have put a service road on the west side of the westbound lane, of the southbound lanes, and they seem to have created some kind of sculptural bus stop. That's new. Oh, they're also paving. It's another helicopter. Rising from Ogle. Again, this is some new road signage. There is an attempt to address there's an attempt here to address the discrepancy between what the international standard is for information signs on the road. They got the colors right, green and white, but the fonts are not right. So for example, you can't read the top sign, but it says Eugene F. Cry Airport straight ahead at the top, but the letters are so small that it's difficult to read. What you would have to do to fix that, you'd have to make that part of the sign bigger. You'd have to maybe triple the size of the sign. And then there's the sign that says Eccles 12 miles ahead. That's closer to normal. And then there's the University of Guyana 2 miles west. The font again is not standard. It's not the right size. So it's difficult to read from a car, even if you wear glasses, which I should. You won't be able to see those signs because they do not meet international standards. The fonts, they are standard fonts, just as there are standard colors for the road signs. They're standard fonts. We still haven't gotten that right. But yeah, this is where we are now. That's the East Coast Bypass Road from the intersection with the East Coast Road and Ogle Airport Road. It seems as if they have made some significant progress towards completion. And this is the culvert. So the last time we were here, they hadn't completed the east side of the road at this culvert, between the culvert and the East Coast Highway and the railway road. So that's a railway road straight ahead. Right, that's the railway road. And what has changed since the last time we were here is this. They have completed paving. Right, they've added asphalt to the surface of this section of the road. However, this remains to be completed. There's a drain that eventually, I guess, will be covered, as it is in the portion on the other side of this canal. And then, of course, they might have to do something about this part of the unpaved section of the road. Now, somebody reminded me that they're actually building another roundabout here at the intersection with the East Coast Bypass Road and Railway. Another intersection. So the problem, of course, with these intersections is that, with these roundabouts at these intersections, is that they are not built to handle the volume of traffic using this intersection. So what you're going to get eventually is bottlenecks. Right, you're going to get bottlenecks here. So they're putting in a roundabout here at the intersection of the East Coast Bypass Road and Railway Road. And the problem with this kind of intersection, this kind of roundabout, is that it cannot handle the volume of traffic. Right, there's a large volume of traffic at these roundabout intersections. Right, that's the new roundabout here at Ogle and Railway Road. Right, that's the new intersection at Ogle and Railway Road. It's a small circle compared to other roundabouts, so it's going to be a very tight roundabout, which will have difficulty because only one lane of traffic can pass that roundabout at any given time. So while they're widening the railway road, they're creating bottlenecks. In this case, a roundabout that will eventually prevent or impede the flow of traffic. So even as they're improving the road, they're creating more bottlenecks, more potential bottlenecks. Now, there are people who take this kind of criticism as some kind of political act. It isn't political. Like I said, there are international standards, and in most cases the standard procedure is to do a traffic analysis, to do some projections.
Distance 5
based on the projections
miles,
to decide what the solution should be. In this case, it seems as if they just decided to build roundabouts at intersections in Guyana.
duration
Regardless of what the best practice or the best solution would be, and you end up with this kind of solution. Now, when this road fully
1
opens, we will begin
hour
to see
39 minutes 26 seconds, pace 26 minutes 40 seconds per mile.
So this is how far they've gotten with the with these storm drains. They have built what appears to be the widest storm drain since they've started building these, replacing these canals with storm drains. This one seems to be complete. It's about 20 feet wide, which in fact, if it is deeper, just about replaces the volume of water that was a catchment of the previous canal. So there was a huge amount of space that was redeemed by filling in the shoulder of the road and building that storm drain, which is a good thing. But in the past, they have made those storm drains too narrow, and as a result, created another potential problem for flooding. And we're still waiting to see how that works out over time. We are in the rainy season right now, which is the reason why I have not been able to make videos regularly in this month of May and June are usually rainy weather in Guyana, but we're finally catching up. This morning seems to be a little more sunny than the past week or so. But this is what is happening. On the other side, that is on the east side of this road, that's Pradoville. Right? Pradoville is the development, the housing development that was created for the politicians and their friends by the current PPP government. And on the other side, that's Ogle. Seems to be some expansion work going on here. Some expansion work going on here at Ogle. Yeah, somebody's probably building a new multi-unit condominium similar to the one nearby. So there is significant progress here at the Ogle Road, East Coast Bypass Road. Right, there's significant progress here at Ogle. It seems as if the median here has had the lights, the street lights have been installed here along the median, which is also some progress because the last time we were here, these street lights were not installed. And based on visual inspection, it seems as if we are close to completion. I would say at least 75% complete, at least 80% completed this section, and on the whole 75% complete because of only the median and the west and north, the southbound lanes that need to be completed and opened. Way in the distance, that's the AC Marriott Hotel. We're going to cover that in the next video, but for now, this is what it looks like here at Ogle. It seems as if they have surfaced, at least added the asphalt surface to both northbound and southbound lanes here on East Coast Bypass Road. And while they haven't finished the shoulder of the road, the entire East Coast Bypass Road system seems to be very close to completion, like 75%, maybe 80% completed. What needs to be added here are street lights. They need to add street lights to this portion of the median.